Hi, Jason. I'm Karen. Glad to uh, be able to meet with you today. I want to tell you a little bit about what I do, and then I'm going to ask you a few questions, and we'll move forward that way.
Sounds good.
So I'm a benefits advisor with Aflac, and it's a Fortune 500 company, and we try to help small companies like you with different problems that you might be facing. So what do you do here?
We actually mechanic shop. Obviously, you can see it's a mechanic shop, but we specialize in motorcycles.
Wow, that's exciting. How
Yeah,
long how long have you been doing that?
about 15 years.
Oh, wow. And have you been in the same location the whole time?
I have, yes.
Yeah. I just live down the street and I've never seen you back in this little corner over here. Is business really good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It has its ups and downs that kind of having to do with the weather outside, but all in all, we stay pretty busy.
Oh, that's good. How many employees do you have?
Besides myself, I have six.
Six. Is that like a full crew for you, or have you had more before?
No, this is the biggest I've ever been, so things are good.
Yeah, congratulations. Do you offer benefits for your employees?
I pay for workman's comp for 'em. I give them a couple weeks vacation, and I give them a couple weeks of like floater days. Try to be as flexible as possible, and they get a turkey at the end of the year.
That's nice of you. Have you ever had any workers' comp claims?
We've had a few little things, nothing big or nothing major, but we've had some.
Yeah. N- Um, but you don't offer like any major medical?
No, no, I've looked into it one time, and it's not it's not feasible for our business here.
Why is that?
It's expensive, just too expensive.
Yeah. Um, what if I could help you with that?
Help me with major medical.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Help me with major medical, or help me with benefits in general.
Just benefits in general, I guess.
Okay.
Um, do you ever do you give like raises to your employees like on a like 6 month or year, or is it just
Yeah, I give them raises. I think every so often I take a look. I don't have a set time. It's just a matter of how business is going and how good they're doing and that sort of a thing.
do you think morale is really good with your employees?
I think so. I think we're almost like family here. We've all been working together for quite a while. We don't have a whole lot of turnover, but we all get along pretty good, and we all help each other out, as much as we can. So I would consider it kind of like a family.
Oh, that's good. Do you have a lot of competition here?
Just with the dealers, there's a couple dealers here in town that also offer um, you know motorcycle type service and that sort of thing. So I got a little bit of a competition with them. But I've built up a lot of friends over the years and a lot of clientele, repeat customers that continue to come back. So that's been helpful.
Do you ever do you build motorcycles from the ground up or just do maintenance?
A lot of maintenance, and I do a lot of repairs and some custom work. I've actually had some of my clients. want to purchase some of the bikes that I've built myself, and asked me to do some custom work. And so I've started kind of playing with that a little bit, but I haven't done a whole lot of it.
Well, that sounds exciting. Did you go on the Sturgis run last month?
No, no, we just had too much work here to go.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least you're busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, gosh.
So what is it that you do? You say you can help me. So what is it that you do?
Well, Aflac is not major medical. It's supplemental medical. So it's more helping to protect your income. So if you were to get hurt and you couldn't work, you would probably have to claim for disability or workman's comp. And a lot of times that takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks before you even see a check. And so a lot of people, they don't have a savings account to be able to pay their bills without having their regular paycheck coming in. And Aflac helps with that. So
How do they help with that?
they they'll, when you file a claim before 5 o'clock or 12 o'clock, I think it is, you'll get a check deposited into your bank account uh, for that you can use like any way that you want. So I don't. This is I'm screwing up too much.
Let's roll with it.
um, so it also helps with like workers' comp. Like if your employees get hurt on the weekend, and instead of waiting till they come back to work and maybe filing a workers' comp claim, making it look like they got hurt at work, if they had the accident plan, they could just go to the doctors like right then, and instead of claiming workers' comp.
Okay. So
That would save you.
is this something that you've seen other businesses be able to utilize?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And we also have a lot of our plans are pre-tax, so it would help with your payroll taxes, and it would help lower that, which saves you money.
So okay, so how does this work then? How do we? I mean, how do the plans work? How do we figure out what works for us or doesn't?
Well, it sounds like you were telling me that you don't have medical insurance because it's too expensive. So if your employees are getting medical insurance through um, what they were calling the Obamacare, I'm not positive what they're going to be calling it, but if they're getting it through that, having you supply Aflac for them, it's kind of like a safety net to where the deductibles that they're having to pay would be compensated through Aflac. So they wouldn't be losing as much money, and they might not need to borrow money from you or someone else that would just cause them more financial trouble than what they were getting before.
Okay, okay. That sounds good. You know, my guys, they can't really afford a whole lot. You know, I don't pay them the best. I mean, I pay them what I can, and they have families and those sorts of things. So I don't know that they'd be able to afford anything like this.
Well, lucky for us, Aflac is really well priced, and most people can afford it. It's usually, it works out to be $1 or less an hour, like when you break it down. So it's really not that expensive. And you could always help them out since you can't afford to pay for a regular insurance. You might be able to pitch in for Aflac, and it would save you money too because you could write off some of it as payroll, like
Okay.
for the taxes.
Okay. Is there something that you can leave with me then that I can talk to the guys and see if they might be interested and we can figure out what works?
I could do that, but it's better if I talk to them directly. If you can make time for that, it would only take about 10 or 15 minutes because I don't want to um, just offer things that they don't need. So if I can talk to them directly, I can find out like what would be best for them. I want to give them a safety net that's going to actually help them and their family.
Okay.
So you're okay with that? I can maybe come in either for like to do a general kind of overview and then talk to them independently, or I could talk to them independently from the beginning. What works better for you?
Um, well, we're pretty busy here, but we usually have a little bit of time when we first open up shop in the morning, um, where everybody's kind of getting coffee and kind of getting their tools set out for the day and figuring out what their jobs are. If you want to come in, um, you could try to talk to the guys then.
Okay, maybe if I brought some kind of breakfast food, do you think they'd stick around a little longer?
Yeah, everybody loves food.
Yeah, they do. Okay, well, first we have to do an AAOD, which is we call to the corporate office and they just ask you a few questions and we give them your tax ID and um, they're just confirming that you're an actual company. Uh, so we could do that now. And then when's your next safety meeting?
Like I said, we don't really have like a set safety meeting. We just kind of discuss things kind of in the mornings before we get started. Isn't really a calendared sort of thing.
Oh, just every day this is what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, does Friday work for you?
Um,
The
yeah,
soonest?
Friday could work.
Okay, and at what time do you do that? 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I usually get here about 7:30, and the guys start rolling in between 7:30 and 8.
Okay, well then, if I show up at 8 and bring some breakfast food, and then I'll do maybe a 5 or 10 minute little um, speech about what Aflac is and what we do, and see what the interest is, and then talk to the people who are interested individually. And I should be out of your hair by 10 o'clock.
Um, yeah, I think we could probably swing that.
Okay, well, let's do the AAOD now, and then I'll see you Friday at 8.
All right.